I'm Richard Moorcroft. Welcome to Letters and Numbers, where brains always triumph over brawn, although our guests may need just a little bit of muscle to carry home their Macquarie dictionary at the end of the night. And two people whose brains are always pumped and ready to go, the mentally mighty Lily Zona.
Hi, Richard. Hey, I read an interesting maths fact over the weekend.
Yes?
Apparently, this book claimed that it's easier to add and multiply than it is to subtract and divide.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is odd. Now, did they say why?
No, they didn't say why, and they didn't say where this research came from, but...
But it sounds... I mean, do you find that?
Look, yeah, I know from personal experience I'd probably rather add and multiply than divide and subtract.
I wonder why that is, because if I think about it, I think probably I would find it easier too. But maybe that's because, for example, with multiplication, if you say, you know, you learn your multiplication table. So if you say 3 sevens are 21, if you said, what's 21 divided by 7, I, anyway, would go back to my 7 times table and go, OK, now 3 sevens are 21, so if you divide 21 by 7, the answer's 3.
Yes, it's a two-step process.
There's a two-step process. Maybe that's it.
Yeah. Don't know.
Fascinating mathematical fact.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if anyone has more insight. They could maybe share it on the website with us.
Great idea. Go to the comments. Welcome, Lily. And the lean, mean linguistics machine, David Astle.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you.
How was your weekend? Oh, what's that?
That was my weekend.
That is what I think it is. It's a potato, isn't it?
It is a potato.
OK, so now, what's the connection with the weekend?
Look, I was having a go at one of those ripsticks, those sort of articulated skateboards that my nephew has.
Oh, they are completely impossible.
Very difficult to keep your balance on and progress at the same time. And someone who saw me described me as a potato.
Well, that's a little unkind, because you are not a podgy person.
Well, I later discovered that it wasn't about my anatomy. It was actually an acronym for person over 30 acting 21.
That is great. I've never heard that before.
I think potatoes got legs.
I think so. Great one, David. Welcome.
Thank you.
And pitting their skills against each other tonight, our contestants. First up, our carryover champion, retiree and competitive swimmer, Trevor Armstrong. Welcome back, Trevor.
Hi, Richard.
Now, we talked a little about your swimming when we first met you, and I mean, you don't just swim up and down your local beach or your local swimming pool, you do it all over the world. Now, why that choice?
It's something I've started doing the last 2 or 3 years, and I've really got a lot of enjoyment out of it, meeting new people. Some of the places we go to are terrific places to swim at.
But what are some of the more exotic locations you have swum in? Recently,
I've been to Vanuatu and the capital there at Port Vila. We swam around the Irariki Island, which is about 3.2 kilometres, 29, 30-degree water temperature, coral fish. What more could you ask for?
Life could be worse.
Exactly.
It'll be a good night tonight. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And tonight's challenger is an accountant and keen traveller, Chris Miller. Hello, Chris.
Thank you.
Now, you have only arrived in Australia pretty recently from...
From the UK, yep.
From the UK.
From London, so...
And how much travelling have you done around Australia now?
I did about 2 months of travelling when I first arrived. I spent a lot of time on the east coast of Queensland, driving from Brisbane to Cairns, which was fantastic. Swam along the Great Barrier Reef, which is amazing. Met a lot of great people.
Well, with that swimming, you could compare notes with Trevor, and I don't know whether he's had a chance to swim up and down the Barrier Reef, but that sounds great. Enjoy your time here.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy tonight.
Thanks.
So wish them well, please, Trevor Armstrong and Chris Miller. Let's start with some letters of note, our first game of the night. And Trevor, can you get us going?
We might start off with a consonant, please.
Sure. Let's start with G.
And another consonant.
S.
And another consonant.
N.
A vowel, please.
O.
Another vowel.
E.
And again.
A.
Consonant, please.
R.
Another consonant.
D.
And a vowel, please.
And to finish, E.
Thanks, Lily. Thinking time. How'd you like those first letters, Trevor?
I've got a 7, Richard.
That's good, Chris.
I also got a 7.
Great start. Let's hear yours first.
I've got dangers.
Dangers, and Trevor?
And dangers.
Dangers as well. Just verify. Starting off dangerously, but well, David.
Yeah, it's all that open water swimming, may I suggest. It does occur in the back of your mind. Look, good 7s. I groaned when that last vowel was not an I, because organised was just waiting to happen to start off the week. Groaned is a 7 there, but an 8 there is grenades.
Nicely found. 7 each for Trevor and Chris. Great start. Let's check the next lot of letters and your first chance to choose, Chris.
Can I start with consonant, please?
You certainly can. T,
And another.
C,
And another.
M,
Can I have a vowel, please?
U,
And another.
I,
Can I have a third vowel, please?
E,
Can I have a consonant?
B,
Can I have a better consonant, please?
L,
And I'll finish with a vowel, please.
and lastly, U.
Here's the clock. Your first letter selection, Chris, how did you go?
I've got a 5.
Trevor,
I got a 6, Richard.
hold that. Let's have the 5 first.
I have climb.
And your 6, Trevor?
Tumble.
Tumble. Well, they couldn't fit together much better than that, David, could they?
Still on the dangerous theme, yeah, be careful out there. Tumble is good, and another 6 there is cumuli, getting back to potatoes. It's those fluffy clouds that look like mashed potato for another 6.
6 sounds good, and Trevor scored exactly that number of points. Time to mix it up for the first time this week with the numbers. Up to 10 points up for grabs here, depending on just how close our contestants get to that target number, with each number, of course, to be used only once. Trevor, your combination.
Lily, I'm going to ask for the dysfunctional family mix, please,
Which is
which is 4 large and 2 small.
4 large and 2 small. Thanks, Trevor. And our numbers 6, 1, and the 4 large, of course, 75, 100, 50, and 25. And the target to reach is 751.
Thank you, Lily. Here we go. Well, dysfunctional family, Trevor. How did you go in terms of functioning mathematically?
Didn't quite get there, I was 1 off.
1 off, so you are on...
750.
What about you, Chris?
I got 751.
751, spot on. Excellent work. Take us there.
Thanks. I started with 100 divided by 25
100 divided by 25
is 4.
is 4.
Add that to the 6 is 10.
Add the 6 is 10.
Multiply by the 75 is 750.
By the 75 is 750.
And add the 1.
Well done. Add the 1
Thank you.
is 751.
Yes, very nice work indeed, Chris. Good stuff, right to the target. Did you do it the same way, Lily, or a bit of a variation?
I used a different method.
OK, show us what you did.
Okay, 6 times 100 is 600. Now 600 plus 25 plus 75, that gets us up to 700. Plus the 50, 750, plus the 1 is 751.
And that, I think, is a kitchen sink. It is. Very nice indeed. Lovely way to start the week, but also great start with the numbers for Chris. 10 points. So our scores. Trevor, 13. Chris, 17. First break time. And your first word mix is lime talc. The clue, don't taste it. It's not nice. See you after this. Welcome back. Yes, a nasty metallic taste. Now, I'm actually still smiling, David, from potato at the beginning of the show. People over 30 acting 21.
Yes.
I think that's just a great acronym. But there are lots of other uses for potatoes, aren't there?
It is a potato gem, Richard. I agree. I love that acronym too. And I'm going to look at potato because it has such a fascinating story to it. It has 3 languages and about 10 different meanings. Now, the word potato itself is a Haitian word from the island of Haiti. Batata means yam or sweet potato. It's also in Cockney slang. A potato peeler is a shealer. The Irish Gaelic plata gives us preti, which is another slang for potato. But the more common slang for potato here in Australia is spud. Now that comes from the Somerset dialect, S-P-U-D-D-E, which is a small digging tool that I imagine was very useful in unearthing the crop. And spud itself here in the Macquarie has at least 10 meanings, including it is a type of chisel used for removing bark from a tree. It's a blunt instrument for removing earwax. It is also a slang for the fist, and you can see it does resemble a potato. And lastly, it is a hole in your sock.
Hole in your sock? I just can't see the connection.
Well, when you put your foot in a sock, it's got a hole in it. You can just imagine the heel poking through. It is very potato-like.
Rich meanings there.
It is.
Great stuff. Thank you, David.
Pleasure.
So let's have a look at our scores. 13 for Trevor. Chris is on 17. And let's get some more letters from you, Chris, please.
Thanks. Can I have a consonant, please?
Thank you. H.
And a vowel?
A.
And a consonant?
N.
A vowel?
I.
Another consonant, please?
D.
A vowel?
E.
A consonant?
L.
And another consonant?
S.
And finish with a vowel, please.
And last letter, A.
30 seconds. How many that time, Chris?
I got 7.
Great stuff. Trevor,
I've got 7 as well, Richard.
yours first, please.
Handles.
And yours, Chris?
I also got handles.
OK, once again, can you verify? They're sticking to the same words here, David.
Well, they're coping with danger. Good word, good 7. Now, again, I was hoping for that last vowel to be an E because headlines was there, but again, thwarted. In the end, head nails. I was trying that out. No good, but headsail, the large sail on a yacht, is there for 8.
Well found. Good stuff. Great scores for Trevor and Chris, 7 each. Same words for Trevor and Chris last time, but let's see what the letters give us this time. Trevor.
Thanks, Richard. Lily, can I have a consonant, please?
Thank you. M.
And again, please.
D.
A vowel.
O.
Another vowel.
E.
Consonant.
T.
Another consonant.
R.
A vowel.